Hey, it's Norm from Tested.com, and for this week's show and tell, I have this amazing Boba Fett statue, courtesy of Sideshow Collectibles. We met up with Sideshow Collectibles at Comic-Con this year. They're the company that makes collectibles. They work with Hot Toys in Hong Kong and design Marvel figurines, Star Wars figures, statues of all different scales and sizes. And they offered to send me this statue, which is from their Mythos line, their Star Wars Mythos lines. I'm going to give you a little bit of background of what this is about. They were charged with the idea of designing iconic Star Wars figures, so whether it's Obi-Wan or Darth Maul or Darth Vader or Boba Fett, and designing their interpretation of these characters and how these characters might have existed maybe between the two trilogies. And so this is their own design. While they don't say specifically whether this is between episode 3 and 4 or after episode 6, because Boba Fett was tossed into the Sarlacc pit, I think it's actually in the Clone Wars era, and there's a few clues for that. But their interpretation also, what I really love, is that how they converted Boba Fett's cape into a poncho, and they wanted to take some inspiration from spaghetti westerns, Clint Eastwood, Man with No Name. And of course there's a little bit of lore and fiction tied in with the design of this character. Boba Fett's on this hunt for a massive bounty, and that's why he has all these weapons. This gun in particular, I think, is the DC-15A blaster rifle, only used in Clone Wars, or introduced during the Clone Wars, which makes me think that this is of that era, a younger Boba Fett, if you will. He has this iconic blaster cannon right here. I don't think this actually has a designation. And you can actually swap out this hand for a pistol. And what I really love is on the side here, he actually has this massive jackknife kind of tied to his shin, which I don't think is in the movies, but it's just a really great touch. Other things that are really cool about the statue, in the back he has some trophies, so you'll see some lightsabers kind of dangling in the back there, and also one other accessory which I have wrapped around his shoulder, Wookiee braids. So just some trophies from Boba Fett's conquests and journeys across the galaxy. The statue is made out of polystone, so that's, if you collect statues or if you collect figures, it's not plastic, it's resin. It's cold casted polyurethane resin, and is also mixed with some actual powdered stone materials. So it has this nice kind of matte finish. It definitely works for this kind of rusted look. It's a little bit brittle. Polystone material is a little brittle, so you don't want to have this fall on the ground. It will snap, and some of this stuff is just PVC, but as a display unit, this is incredible. This is a 1/5 scale figure, 26 inches tall, I think, with this blaster, and it weighs 15 pounds. The paint job, if you come in closer, is just really, really nice. They didn't have to deal with like a face paint job. Sometimes the sculpts and the paint jobs for characters that you recognize, like even cartoon characters or comic book characters, it's tough to get that out in a face, but because Boba Fett's wearing a helmet, they could take some creative liberties and just make it look as awesome and detailed as possible. So this is on sale now at Sideshow Collectibles. I think it's $325, limited edition, a part of their Mythos line. A really cool statue. We're having our office, light it dramatically, take a lot of photos of this. So now we'll be back next week with another cool thing to show and tell. Right now, Boba Fett. I'll see you next time. Bye.